Hello everyone, good evening. So here we shall solve some more KCET previous year questions on the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. So any doubts if you have in any steps, then please write that in the comments section. We shall obviously clarify them. And in any other chapter of chemistry, if you have more difficulty, then please mention the name of that chapter also in the comments se- section so that we can give more priority on it and solve more and more questions on that chapter. Also, some important homework questions on every chapter of chemistry will be uploaded in the Sapience Education application. So please install our Sapience Education application, whose link has been provided in the description. So here it is told that the heating of phenyl methyl ether, which is phenyl methyl ether, or I can say methoxy benzene, it is heated with HI to produce an aromatic compound A, which on treatment with concentrated nitric acid gives the compound B. Now the compounds A and B are respectively. So now when HI is reacting with the with methoxy benzene, then it will form phenol. Phenol will be formed plus CH3I, and when it is reacting with nit nitric acid, then there will be nit nitration. There will be nitration. It means that the nitro groups will be attached to the ortho and in the para positions. So it means that here three NO2 groups will be attached, two in the ortho and one in the para position. So so it is called as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, which is also called as picric acid. Picric acid. So the compound B is picric acid and the compound A is phenol. So option B is the correct answer. Then here it is told that phenol reacts with NaOH to form the compound A. Now the compound A will be mm, which is sodium phenoxide O minus Na plus, which is the compound A, and then it reacts with CO2 in the presence of H plus. Then it will form orthohydroxy benzoic acid, which is also called salicylic acid. Salicylic acid, which is the compound B. So the compound A is the sodium salt of phenol, and then this compound B will react uh, with acetic anhydride. It will react with acetic anhydride in the presence of H plus to form the major product Y. Now this major product Y, that will be um, it it will be 2-acetoxy benzoic acid. It's 2-acetoxy benzoic acid, or it is called aspirin, which is COH and here we have OCOCH3, which is called aspirin, or which is 2-acetoxy benzoic acid. So option D is, so here we have to find the product Y only, so which is aspirin. So option D is the correct answer. Here it is told better reagent to oxidize primary phenols to oxidize primary alcohols into aldehydes is. So a better reagent to oxidize primary alcohols, or ROH, which is primary alcohols, or I can say 1 degree alcohols, to aldehydes, to RCHO. So it will be PCC, which is called as pyridinium chlorochromate. The full form for PCC is pyridinium chlorochromate. So PCC is used to oxidize 1 degree and 2 degree alcohols to ketones or to aldehydes. So 1 degree alcohol will be oxidized to aldehydes, and 2 degree alcohols, okay, aldehydes, and 2 degree alcohols will be oxidized to ketones. So hence option C is the correct answer. Then here it is told the cumene process is the most important commercial method for the manufacture of phenol. So cumene is, so cumene means it is isopropyl benzene. It is like this. It is also called isopropyl benzene, or I can say it is one, two. So one, here we have one methyl group here. So it is called 1-methyl ethyl benzene. 1-methyl ethyl benzene, or isopropyl benzene also we can tell. So option 3 is the correct answer. So it is called, this isopropyl benzene only is called cumene, which is used to which is used for the manufacture of phenol. Phenol, as you know, it is C6H5OH. Then which of the following combinations can be used to synthesize ethanol? So if any aldehyde group reacts with the Grignard reagent RMGX, then it will form a 2 degree alcohol. It means that it will form, let's say it is R dash, so it will form R dash R OH H. Okay. So it will form 2 degree alcohol, and if a ketone reacts with Grignard reagent, if the Grignard reagent reacts with a ketone, then it will form a 3 degree alcohol, which is OH R dash. A 3 degree alcohol it will form. So now here it is asked which of the following methods is used to synthesize ethanol. Ethanol is CH3CH2OH, which is ethanol. So it is obviously a 1 degree alcohol, or a primary alcohol. So it means that we need an al aldehyde. So it means an aldehyde should react with the Grignard reagent RMGX. So it means that here the CH3MgI, that should react uh, with HCHO. with HCHO. Since Y, then only it will form CH2, CH3 and OH, which is the ethanol. So it means that here, so HCO should react with CH3MgI, then only the ethanol can be formed. So here it means none of the options are correct. Here none of the options are correct here. Then here it is told benzene can be obtained by heating either benzoic acid with X or phenol with Y. X and Y are respectively. Here the benzene can be obtained by heating either benzoic acid, which is uh, COH, C6H5COH, which is the benzoic acid. So that reacts with X to form benzene. So it means that it should react with NaOH plus CO, which is sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide, which is also called as soda lime. And here it is called as decarboxylation reaction. Decarboxylation reaction, it means that it will remove CO2 and it will produce benzene. Then or phenol with Y. So phenol C6H5OH that will react with Y. It means it should react with zinc dust. This Y should be zinc dust. If that reacts with phenol, that will also produce benzene. So it means that the this reagent X should be soda lime and Y should be zinc dust. So option 4 is the correct answer. Then here it is told which of the following compounds gives trichloromethane on distilling with bleaching powder. Now powder, bleaching powder means it is calcium chloroxychloride, CaOClCl, or I can say it is CaOCl twice. It is called as bleaching powder. Now this calcium oxychloride that will react with H2O to form calcium hydroxide and chlorine Cl2. Now this chlorine that will react with H2O to form 2HCl and one nascent oxygen it will give. Now this nascent oxygen, it is a very good oxidizing agent. It is a very good oxidizing agent. So it will oxidize the ethanol. So here if e ethanol is used, that will oxidize the ethanol to uh, to ethanol, which is CH3CHO and methanol, to ethanol and methanol. Now this CH3CHO which is formed, it will react with the chlorine to form chloral, which is trichloroethanol plus HCl, and then this trichloroethanol, which is called as chloral also. Now this chloral will react with calcium hydroxide to form trichloromethane, which will form CHCl3, which is also called as chloroform or trichloromethane, and calcium acetate, CH3CO whole twice Cl, which is called as calcium acetate. So it means that uh, which of the following compounds gives trichloromethane on distilling with bleaching powder? It should be ethanol. So from bleaching powder, we can obtain this nascent oxygen, which is obtained from this bleaching powder only, and which will oxidize the e- ethanol, or which will which will oxidize the ethanol e- into ethanol, which will again react with Cl2 to form chloral, and this chloral will react with this calcium hydroxide to form chloroform or trichloromethane. Trichloromethane will be formed. So option 1 is the correct answer. Then here it is said that the reaction in which phenol differs from alcohol is reaction in which phenol differs from alcohol is. Now the rule is that iodoform test iodoform test is by given those compounds those compounds having either the CH3CO group or the CH3CHOH group. So if the compound has either this group or this group, then only it will give iodoform test. Now phenol is C6H5OH, and alcohol means it is ROH. It means that it can be CH3 CH2OH, it can be CH3. So it can be either a 1 degree or 2 degree alcohol. So it means that alcohols will give the iodoform test. If the alcohols has got CH3CHOH group, then those alcohols will give iodoform test. And phenol is not having this CH3CHOH group, so it will not give iodoform test. Will not give iodoform test. Now in the iodoform test, the iodoform is a compound which is CHI3 that will be formed. So when iodoform is formed, so iodoform forms yellow colored crystals. Yellow colored crystals is formed. So it means that the reaction in which phenol differs from alcohol is that it forms yellow. The alcohol forms yellow crystals of iodoform if we use I2 and NaOH. If I2 and NaOH is reacted with the alcohol which contains CHOH group, then it will form CHI3, which is yellow colored crystals. And phenol will not react with I2 NaOH to form this iodoform. And phenol and alcohol both will react with ammonia, and they both will undergo esterification with carboxylic acid, and they both liberate H2 with sodium metal. So hence only the iodoform test can be used to distinguish in between phenol and alcohol. So option 3 is the correct answer. So only iodoform test is used to distinguish in between phenol and alcohol. Good. Yeah, so here it is said that an organic compound A containing CH and O has a pleasant odor. So we have a an organic compound A which contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and it has pleasant smell, pleasant odor, or pleasant smell with uh, and it has a boiling point of 78 degree Celsius. And when A is boiled, when it is heated in concentrated H2SO4, then a colorless gas is produced. We have a colorless gas, and this colorless gas decolorizes bromine water and alkaline KMnO4. So it means that it reacts with bromine water also. It gets decolorized, and also it reacts with al alkaline KMnO4, means OH minus is there, and that also is decolorized. So it means what? It means that this colorless gas which has been produced, it should be an alkene. It means the gas is an alkene of obviously. Since why? Since an alkene only can react with bromine water to form uh, to form vicinal dibromide, and it can react with alkaline KMnO4 to form. Um, since why the rule is that any alkene, it can react with bromine water, let's say RC double bond R dash. So if any alkene it reacts with bromine water, then it will form vicinal dibromide CHBr R dash R. And if it reacts with alkaline KMnO4, then also it will form vicinal diols, which is CHOH CHOH R dash R. So it will form vicinal diols, hence it will decolorize KMnO4, and it will form vicinal di dibromide when it reacts with bromine water. Hence it decolorizes bromine water also. So it means that when it reacts with concentrated H2SO4, here it is acting as a dehydrating agent. It means that it will remove one molecule of H2O to form alkene. So hence it means the compound A should be an alcohol. So it should be OHCH R dash. Here this should be H. Here also H should be there. Okay. So it should CH. Okay. So it should be an it should be obviously a 2 degree, or should be an alcohol. Okay. The compound A should be an alcohol, and since its boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius only, so it means the compound A should be ethanol. Should be ethanol, which is C2CH3 uh, CH3CH2OH. So simply it means that here the reaction is CH3CH2OH. It will, when it is boiled with concentrated sulfuric acid, then it is acting as a dehydrating agent. So it will remove one molecule of H2O, and it will form ethene. It will form an alkene, which is ethene, and that will decolorize bromine water to form vicinal dibromide CH2Br CH2Br, and it will also react with alkaline KMnO4 to form to form vicinal diol, which is CH2OH and CH2OH, which is 1,2 dihydroxy ethane. And this one is also 1,2-dibromoethane. It means the compound A, it is the ethanol which is having boiling point of 78 degree Celsius. So option 3 is the correct answer. And here it is told antiseptic chl chloroxylenol is antiseptic chloroxylenol is. So chloroxylenol is 4-chloro 3,5 dimethyl phenol. So chloroxylenol, it is like this. It is phenol is there, and it is 4-chloro 3,5 dimethyl 4-chloro 3,5 dimethyl phenol. So this one is called as the chloroxyl antiseptic chloroxylenol. So it means that option 1 is the correct answer. Then it is told that the reaction C2H5ONa plus C2H5I that forms C2H5O C2H5 and plus NaI. Now this reaction is known as, so this reaction is known as Williamson's synthesis. Williamson's synthesis. Since why in case of Williamson's synthesis, the sodium salt of an alcohol or sodium alkoxide RONA that reacts with R dash I, then it means alkyl. Uh, so uh, sodium alkoxide will react with alkyl iodide to form ROR dash, which is an ether, and it forms NaI, sodium iodide. So when such kind of an ether is formed, so it is called Williamson's synthesis. So option 3 is the correct answer. Then here it is told that heating phenol, by heating phenol with chloroform, which is CHCl3, in a- in alkali, which is let's say KOH, or I can take NaOH, it is converted to. So when phenol, which is C6H5OH, when that reacts with chloroform in the presence of an alkali, then it is converted to s- salicyl aldehyde. Salicyl aldehyde. Since why here the orthohydroxy benzoic acid, orthohydroxy benzaldehyde is formed. So it is called salicyl aldehyde. So option 2 is the correct answer. Simply it means that it will uh, one CHO group will be linked in the ortho position. In the ortho position, one CHO, one aldehyde group will be linked. Here it is told which one of the following shows functional isomerism. So CH to Cl2 will not show functional uh, 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 isomerism, and C3H6 is called propene, which is C single bond double bond C H2 HCH3. So which can't show functional isomerism since no functional group is attached here, and C2H4 is ethene, which can't show functional isomerism, and CH2Cl2 is it can't show functional isomerism, and only C2H5OH can show functional isomerism with dimethyl ether. C2H5OH, which is ethanol, can show functional isomerism with CH3OCH3, which is called as the dimethyl ether. Since why the ether is a different functional group than that of alcohol. So here CH3CH2OH, it is a functional isomer. It is a functional isomer of the methoxy methane or dimethyl ether, and their molecular formula will be the same. Since why for uh, ethanol the molecular formula is C2H6O, and in case of the dimethyl ether also the molecular formula is C2H6O. So it means option 2 is the correct answer. Then here it is told denatured alcohol is. Now, what is meant by denatured alcohol? The rule is that denaturation denaturation of alcohol is the addition of some poisonous additives, some poisonous additives to ethanol, like methanol, naphtha, etc., which makes it unfit for, okay, so which makes the ethanol unfit for consumption, which makes ethanol unfit for consumption. So and rectified spirit, it means rectified spirit means it is a mixture of it is a mixture of 96% e ethanol and 4% H2O and 4% water. 4%, when 4% water is added to 96% ethanol, then it is called, then that mixture is called as rectified spirit. So it means that we have to add with ethanol, we should add methanol, naphtha, etc., to form the denatured alcohol. So therefore, I can say that denatured alcohol means denatured alcohol means it is a mixture of rectified spirit with methanol and with naphtha. So it means that option 3 is the correct answer. So hope all of you understood the solutions of all these questions based on the previous year KCET exam on the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. So still any doubts if you have, then please write that in the comments section. We shall obviously clarify them. And also please install our Sapience Education application, where we shall upload some important questions based on the previous year KCET exam on every chapter of chemistry, which shall be obviously helpful for your exam. So thank you everyone. Bye.